Here at Maximus Security Services, our goal is to establish secure homes for our clients based on honesty, integrity, and fair pricing. Maximus Security Services specializes in home and business alarm repair services in the DFW Metroplex. Save up to 70% by repairing or updating your current system and avoid signing outrageous 3-year contracts with monthly payments that could cost up to $1,500. Remember, here at Maximus Security Services, there will be no 3-year contract required for our services. I repeat, no contract for our services. At Maximum Security Services, we repair systems from Ring, DSC, MDENCO, GE, NAPCO, 2GIG, and all monitoring systems. To speak to one of our top-of-the-line Maximus Security System technicians, call 214-377-0342. Our technicians have been rated 4.9 out of 5 stars by our Home Advisor clients. Call today, 214-377-0342. Maximus Security Services, honesty, integrity, fair pricing, no credit check or credit required, and absolutely no hassle about monitoring. To speak with one of our technicians, call 214-377-0342.
I am Sabrina Lynn Brenham, and I'm a candidate for Dallas City Council District 8. I'm the #1 candidate, and I am place 1 on the ballot. My integrity, my loyalty, and my commitment would allow me to be the best Dallas City Council person in D8.
Paid for by Sabrina Lynn Brenham Campaign.
Party people, are you ready?
If you missed your high school prom, you better not miss this. May 20th. Allure Gala. It's going to run it back one time.
With a prom night at the warehouse in Fort Worth.
For the DF Dub. Featuring live music by Soulful Sounds and the international go DJ Bilotti spinning.
Get your tickets.
And have your face in the place.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends.
Where the truth hurts,
but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Tick, 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 tap, tick, tap, 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 tick, 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 tap. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a Tuesday. It's Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Thank you for everybody who's joining us, everybody on deck, everybody. Ashley Newman has now gone on a consecutive winning streak of being the first person in the comments and on deck. Like before we even start the show, she's here. I was like, so shout to you. I think you've got like an 8-game winning streak. Shout to Afro Queen, shout to Kathy Black, shout to Trina, shout to everybody rocking with us. So much to talk about. Funny stuff, sad stuff, things that are going to infuriate you today. So just bear with us. We are the safe space of any space you can go to. We do not, we may not agree with what you say. What up, Stacey Mitchell? We may not agree with what you say.
You think it's not agreeing? You think it's Stacey? Okay.
No. Sorry, Stacey. Your name just popped up in front of me. My bad, Stacey. But we may not agree, but this is a safe space. This is why people have come up to me at my job and said, listen, customers who I let know about the show. They were like, oh man, I would really like to, see the show. I said, okay. Oh. Let's be clear.
Yeah, you don't mix those worlds.
It's Media. I don't give a fuck. It's Media Rule 360 TV on YouTube. It's 6 a.m. starts Central Standard Time, starts 7 a.m. on the East Coast. West Coast, we don't even know. 3, 4, 5 hours ahead. I don't know. But don't come up here getting sensitive records. Don't come up here getting censorship records. Don't come up here and thinking you're going to be DJ Cancel-Lot. It's not going to happen. We let people say what they want to say on these comments, how they want to say it. Now, we have, we do have one viewer named Richard who sometimes I just read his comments to myself and I just let it sit there because we just don't know where Richard's going.
Never know.
I may sound like the pervert when I read one of Richard's comments, so we got to pause. All right. So let's get to it. Shawnee Scott, how was your night last night?
Real quick, I got a shout out to Ashley. Ashley, I got your message. But I need you to just send me your shirt size and then I can take care of that for you. And other than that, my night was what did I do last night? I worked. Nothing special happened.
Clap it up for working. We always the benefit. We normally get benefited with that. So thank you, Shawnee Scott. I want to thank you and appreciate you for your work. I want to thank you and appreciate you for always doing everything. Sometimes I'll be on the phone with Shawnee while she's editing something, and I realize why editing isn't as fun as you may think it is. So congratulations.
Editing ain't fun.
I'm like, girl, I got this great idea. All we need is a clip, and then we need some thunder in the background. And then a tornado, a graphic of a tornado go. And then do the tornado alert.
And then fade Mike in, and then we need you just to
fade me in. And when I'm fading in, I want my face to like blink as I'm going. It's almost like my face is the warning. Blink, 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 blink.
Yeah,
blink,
people always say it's real simple. I got this real simple. I'm like, no, it's not real simple.
You can have it to me by the morning. You can have it by the morning.
Have it by the morning, and at the end of it,
you do it.
At the end of it, I want a bomb to drop and the whole planet to shake. I got the bomb. You ain't got to put the bomb in. I'll play it. I see why Shawty just be sitting there looking like, yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea when all she want to say is, hey, that's all. That's all.
But I do have to. We do have to. I gotta say, let's see real quick while I got my little time since I don't have much to say. If you're in the DFW area and you need your alarm service, if you need your alarm service, I gotta say it like this, your alarm system service, then call the commercial that you heard today. Maximum Security is Black owned. A female actually owns that. They can come out and service your community. Yeah, she's a married Black female, so she has some support. But yeah, support their business. And then, okay, that's the only new one that we got up there, but we got a new one coming tomorrow.
All right, so make sure y'all support everything that's on there, all the commercials. But you know, like Jay Black's got like an intense security system in his house, in his car. He's got it in the dog house for his dogs. He's got a security system that's linked to his mom's house. Like he's a monitor. He's a monitor master. So Jay Black would be the perfect person if he was in the area that he would need somebody to service the monitoring to make sure it keeps going. A lot of y'all have it too. And unfortunately, in 2023. You don't answer the door without knowing who's at your door, and you need to know who walks by your door. Shawnee's the queen of most media. Yes, I see you go back with her. I see you go back. So make sure you support. So Jay Black, what was that?
I said, yeah, that's my girl right there. You've met Leslie before.
Oh, what's up, girl? Good morning. Down Page said, Jay, you have been taking a lot of time off.
Yeah, and actually, I need
PTO. Oh, well, I'm glad you peeped that.
I need tomorrow. Honestly, I need tomorrow and Friday too. I'll be busy outside of some of the stuff. Sometimes I'll be tied up in other stuff that I got to take care of, but nothing personal. But yeah, I definitely need tomorrow. I got to go to court tomorrow, but it ain't. It's a long story. But yeah, I'm gonna be in court tomorrow, raising my right hand high. All right. What I was about to say.
Swearing to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. That damn hypocritical oath that you got to just say this. If you lie, you can go to we can put you in jail if you lie. Just say that. That's all. Just threaten us. I swear to tell the whole truth. Just say if you lie, you go to jail. Wait, Jay Black was fixing a camera when you had to run in with the ladder. Oh, were you fixing a camera when you had to run in with the ladder? Is that? Oh, I guess.
Always.
Damn, Sean Robinson, do you take notes? Like, do you put this shit in your? Shout to Sean Robinson.
He be catching everything. He like Ashley. They be seeing everything.
So what went on with you last night? What was good?
Last night was good. What I do last night? I was tired last night. I didn't watch any TV. You know what? I watched a lot of news last night. I wanted to catch up on that story about that little kid in Kansas City. I did a lot of news last night before I went to sleep. I wanted to get caught up on my daily news, see what's going on in the world. I know a lot of people don't like CNN, but I like CNN. CNN give me some stuff that I need to know about. Break it down. So yeah, that was it. It was a lot of little TV news when I got in.
Yeah, I was watching CNN. CNN, for those who don't know, CNN's been struggling with ratings.
Really?
Yeah, they've been struggling with ratings. This has been
Why did they move Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo? They messed up when they started changing the lineup, moving people around.
That's exactly right. They moved Don Lemon because they needed that morning show to compete. This is the facts. When it comes to Fox and CNN. Fox is more entertaining, and they know how to entertain. They actually have a late night talk show, like a Jimmy Fallon. They actually have a late night talk show, which I normally don't agree with the panelists, but it's entertaining. He's funny. The guy, I don't agree with him, but he's funny. The people that are on the show,
Tucker Carlson?
No, it's a late night show. It's after Tucker. It's after Tucker and Tucker Carlson. Carson, isn't it Carson Tucker?
Carson, something like
that.
Yeah,
Carson Tucker actually was on a podcast and might have been the most entertaining person I've ever seen when it comes to those stuffy dudes who just got to read like Wolf Blitzer. Like you never think of Wolf Blitzer ever saying anything fun. Now you got me fucking up. Is it Tucker Carlson or Carson?
Yeah.
But the dude, when he did an interview, was so real with the shit and was so real on how they get their stories. And I was like, wow, but anyway, bottom line is Fox knows how to entertain. Their coffee or whatever that thing is, they know how to entertain. CNN is so consumed with trying to disprove what Fox is saying, they forget that they have to also be entertaining. And Don Lemon, and unfortunately, news has to be entertaining. So your personalities not only have to run your agenda, but they have to entertain people at the same time. Chris Cuomo, you dummies, and this is why you guys in the Democratic Party, support the Democratic Party, fold so quickly. Y'all fold so quickly. Did Chris Cuomo do something that wasn't right? Yes. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have used his resources to help his brother. But most of us would have done it.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
So you switched them off because you fold like lawn chairs under pressure. You always do.
Democrats, but Lady Q said it all the time.
And I don't even believe y'all are lesser two evils no more. I don't even believe that shit. But anyway,
Cuomo's on though. He's just on another network.
Exactly. Because somebody's gonna hire him, dummies.
Yeah.
Like you had a plug. You had somebody who was plugged into things that the normal news anchor or news lead doesn't have. He's plugged. He's going to get information that other people ain't going to get just because his brother is plugged, just because his dad was a legendary mayor in New York City.
But he was entertaining too.
And a governor, like dog. And then you took Don Lemon. I hate when y'all do this, and radio does this all the time. You take somebody who's winning at a certain time slot or doing well, and you say, hey, come save this time slot. Then all you do when that person doesn't seem to make the change that you wanted them to make, now what you have is 2 time slots that are fucked up. That's all. Now you got 2 time slots that are messed up. Happens all the time in the radio.
Yeah, bring your night crew, your 10 o'clock crew that watch you at night. Bring them in the morning.
Yeah. Be very careful, people. Be very careful. All you radio personalities. Be very careful when they try and give you the promotion to the morning show. Because remember, if you're killing it in the afternoons or you're killing it at night and you got yourself a set crowd and they know you and they rock with you and they tune in exactly when you get on, they know your segments, they know your lingo, they know your inside jokes. Be very careful when they promote you to the morning show. Because if the morning show doesn't work, they're not sending you back to your original slot.
Yeah, you're right.
They're not sending you back to your original slot.
Preach, Pastor Mike.
You're getting fired. CNN was brought by a Republican, and they are purposely ruining the network to slowly change it over. Well, I'd have to research that. And even if it was bought by a Republican, they want to win. They want to make money. But I don't know. I don't know.
Now, you know, that secret agenda, them Republicans, they long term. They plan out. They all right, 2 years from now, this will be the takeover.
So once again, where is your team, the people that you ride for, the Democrats? Where are they? Why are you not saying that and exposing that? Y'all don't want confrontation like that. People passed about WIP's new lineup. Well, you know, for those who don't know, in Dallas Fort Worth, WIP is a legendary sports station in Philadelphia, and Angelo Cataldi, after being there for like 30-40 years and making millions and millions of dollars and getting divorces that got public and marrying new and rocking out and retired, so they had to make a whole change. I actually like the morning show, but I get it. It takes time for things to adjust. Enough about radio. Don Lemon is about to get the boot again because he doesn't know how to shut the fuck up at times. Well, they should have kept his ass where they needed him. They had the perfect lineup, and y'all, what y'all needed to do is figure out what you wanted to do. And this whole, let me tell you, one more thing about CNN. This whole plan that you're going to pay Gayle King a gang of money to do a show with stupid ass Charles Barkley. This is the stupidity that I'm talking about.
Gayle King and Charles Barkley?
Yes, they're going to have a show on CNN.
Not interesting.
Gayle King. She's good at CBS.
They don't match.
They don't, but that's what they wanted to have the controversy of two. This is white folks. These are white folks. We want to have the controversy of two different worlds. We want to have the intellectual Gayle King and the rude and he's so controversial. Listen, Charles Barkley is just stupid.
That's how you really feel? Tell us.
He's not controversial. When he analyzes a basketball game, he's just stupid. He's just dumb. I can out-debate Charles Barkley on any sports topic, and I can do it after I had 3 double shots. Don't let me be sharp and clear. Well, it'll be a TKO. They'll stop the fight.
So they doing a new morning show, afternoon show?
No, they're doing some. It's going to be weekly. It's going to be a weekly show. Because Gayle King ain't dumb enough. You can't pay Gayle King enough money to get off that CBS morning show. The way she done put her flag in that damn show and made that shit do what it do. Oh, once again, y'all dummies done sat there in a boardroom with out of 12 people being there, 10 of them are white, one's Indian, and one's black. Good morning. What was the name of the other black CNN anchor? He sort of reminds me of Lemon. I don't even know. There is another guy. So you were talking about the story. My night was fine. Everything was good. So I got a phone call yesterday.
Bring.
Got a text message yesterday. For those who don't know, I went to Harlem Saturday and
Noah.
And did my thing in Harlem at the comedy in Harlem. And
Harlem.
It was just weird that on Monday, the first day of the week, I got a phone call to do a show at the Apollo. That's all.
Woo! Not the legendary Apollo.
That's all I'm gonna say.
The dreams are made.
That's all.
Rubbing along.
Now, I don't want to be a hypocrite because I always say haters should not spark your fire. What should spark your fire is your desire to meet your potential. That's what should spark your fire. But I'm human. But I'm a human being.
That's a big deal back on the Apollo stage. All right,
so I'm back over there doing that. But I'm a human being. Your fire should be sparked by your passion to actually meet your potential and do what you want to do. Because if you rely on haters to get your to get your motor running, guess what? There's gonna be a time where everybody around you likes you. It's gonna be even if they don't really, even if they just bullshitting you. If you in a position where you can manipulate and you can influence things, everybody's gonna like you around you. So what you gonna do then? Where's your passion gonna be when everybody says you the shit? When you rely on haters to get you going, what are you gonna do when everybody agrees you're the shit?
But hey, they say haters should be your motivator. That's what they say.
So I don't believe in that, but I'm human and I will fall for it. I do. Listen, y'all know I'm imperfect. I'm far from it. But a lot of y'all was talking a lot of shit. That's all I'm gonna say. A lot of y'all was talking a lot of shit when I was in my dark times. A lot of y'all had some sidebar shit to say. Now y'all don't know I knew about it because y'all fucking pussies and y'all say it to other people. And y'all have your little conversations of how Mike Shawn was drunk over here and they booed him over here and then he went over here and then I know, bitch. Some of y'all motherfuckers was saying it, and y'all the people I put on the fucking stage. Leave it. I'm just gonna leave. Some of y'all motherfuckers who talk the most shit are the people I put on the stage. Just be clear. The rain is coming. The rain is coming. The only person who beats Michael Shawn is motherfucking Michael Shawn.
Sober Mike is a.
Let's be clear.
Kills it.
Let's be clear when you see me walk in the room. There's a whole different swag when I walk into a fucking room nowadays. I ain't cocky. I'm as quiet as ever. Let me grab that motherfucking microphone. And then I want you, when you see the teardown happen, when you see it happen, this ain't about me trying to outdo other comedians. I'm not trying to outdo anybody. But when you see the teardown happen, when you see it happen, I need you to go run tell that shit.
But no, they're not gonna tell that. They're not gonna say Mike came in and they carried him off the stage.
I want that energy on you having a story to tell at the bar. You having a story to tell at the bar, at the comedy club, when you at the Improv and you sitting there. I want you to have that energy and be like, yo, you'll never believe what I just saw. What I want.
Yeah, standing ovation.
That's it. That's it.
I'm not saying
I'm the best at nobody. I'm not saying I'm better than nobody. I'm just saying when it comes to doing me, when I'm the best at doing me, that's all I want to do. Be the best at doing me. That's it. And I'm gonna end it like that.
That's dope. When you do get them standing O's, I be feel like it be me when you come off every chat. Like, yeah, that's me. I do, Shawnee. Yeah. When he smashed like, I'm like, yeah, that was me. I feel like, no, yeah, you're right. Don't let them haters get you like that.
You got to inspire yourself. You have to meet our job is to meet our full potential. It's disrespectful, and I've been disrespectful to my talent not to be my potential, and that's what we're gonna do at Media Room 360 on YouTube. Michael Shawn and the Takeover List. That's what we're gonna do.
Apollo stage, we coming. You see, I say we shining. We coming, Apollo.
No, I already told everybody we coming. We coming.
Yeah.
We doing a reprom. And the damn irony in that, we doing a reprom for people who get to rewrite their history at the prom. And I just got a shot to rewrite my history at the Apollo. You already won, bro. Thank you, Don Page. All right, so from one thing to another. All right, the young man, you've heard the story, was sent to go pick up his brother. And he knocked on the wrong door because I don't know how I would feel I was a parent if I knew if I gave the wrong. The number of the address was correct. This is a difference in the street. No, I said I don't know how I would feel so guilty if I gave the address to one of my kids, and this happened because I gave the wrong address.
Nah, you can't.
No, I would feel destroyed. Like I would literally be in a dark room crying, like, how could I fucking do that? That doesn't excuse that. My guilt would be, but that's just because we parents. I would feel so bad that this animal who did this so now they got the mugshot of it's not even a mugshot. Ain't even a fucking mugshot, dog. It's so fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Of the 80-year-old who actually, after he rang the wrong doorbell, twice shot. And I'm thank you for DL Hughley pointing it out, right? Thank you for DL Hughley pointing this out. He's 80-something years old, right? So this is the picture y'all find, the one with the bib, right? To make him already seem incompetent. To make him already seem like he was just nervous and didn't know what to make him already seem. Well, he's harmless. This man didn't know what he was doing. He just saw a stranger at his door. He saw a stranger at his door and he rang twice. And the second one, he was fearful. You motherfuckers already know. When you show that, ironically, they finally showed a decent photo of the victim. The dog just miss me. I don't even want to hear about his damn age. Yeah, that picture speaks volumes. I want the menacing picture. I know you can find a menacing picture of that dude. I would destroy the old man who did it. And the crazy thing about this and that young man's strength, the fact that he's fighting back and that he survived, the will that young man has, like he has dementia. Exactly, Stacey Mitchell. Exactly. Like somebody has to feed him. Like
When
somebody
I
has
saw
to
him,
pick up.
I immediately thought racist. I said, "Oh yeah, he racist."
He look crazy to me. That's why, like,
That's exactly.
no,
that's
not crazy, like woo. But he looked like if my car stopped in his neighborhood, I wouldn't want to go ask that person for help. That ain't the person I'm gonna say, sir, I need some help
So
to.
my man, Playboy, can you give me? I need Playboy. You got some jumper cables?
That's gonna be trying to help me. He would send the lynch mob. I feel like he looked like the type that would send the lynch mob after me, and that's why I say I'd rather break down in the hood than over there with them. Because nah.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Give
get
me
pictures.
the big that black dude any day. I
Ralph.
gotta talk to him. But that man right there, nah, he looked.
I'm trying to find pictures on my own of this guy. I should have done that earlier because the only picture we got, he got a fucking bib on, like somebody is fucking feeding him oatmeal. And,
where does he have a bib on? I don't see. I just see the discoloration.
I thought it was a Sherlin. Yeah, I thought it was a coat at first.
Look at the bib. Look at it. It looks like a bib. See how you can see his sleeve to the right? Like it's a towel that they put around you when they about to feed him.
I see.
Yeah, when you said it, and then I saw it. Yeah, I didn't.
Y'all slick as hell. I'm gonna find a picture.
He looked like he say nigga about 50 times a day.
So understand, people, with all the stuff that's going on in this world, and it's a lot, and this is why having too much information sometimes wears people down. They're trying to they have the GoFundMe, which they're trying to reach $2 million, $2.5 million.
He was at 2.5 yesterday.
2.5. So,
which is amazing.
And that money needs to be for all the resources that these lawyers are going to need to actually nail this dude to the fucking coffin and get him in jail. They're going to need all the resources to fight this in Kansas City. They're going to need everything because jury selection is going to be crucial in this. If it's a jury, I don't know if it's just a judge deciding this or it's going to be a jury. I don't know. But jury selection is going to be so crucial that people of different races are part of that jury. It's going to be crucial. If that man seems confused in the cross-examination, if he takes the stand and he seems confused in any way, there's going to be sympathy. There's going to be sympathy. So everybody better get their stamina ready because this is going to be a long-going process. This is going to be at least 2 years of this process is going to happen.
But for this case?
Yes. It's going to be at least 2 years.
But I didn't even. If all he did was ring the doorbell, why did he shoot?
Well, according to the comments, if you look at the white comments, they saying because say if the kid was aggressive, the guy like a lot of the comments online is crazy how there's a lot of what ifs related to if I guess somebody knocking at your door, what if this, what if that? Like no one is actually sticking to the facts. I guess people want to justify it. They want to have a reason to say, hey, that was his house.
And I don't want to get deep into this. I just want to put this out there. When we have that many guns in this country, this is the shit that happens and can be excused for gun ownership. That's all I'm saying. It opens a can of worms.
But that's legal for somebody to ring your door just because they ring your doorbell, you can shoot them.
I don't know what the laws are in Kansas City. I don't know if you get on their property that you can let off. I don't know. Everybody claims they know, but we don't. Don't nobody know the laws of Kansas City.
Well, they let him go immediately.
They didn't even charge him when it happened. They took the kid to the hospital and didn't even charge him.
Yeah, they investigated. They said they talked to the guy. They let him go. It went 3 days later is when that Twitter is something else. I guess TikTok or whatever that got this going to people to know about it, and that's the outrage from the people finding out about this. Is what made them take action.
Oh, so this is why the people are outside his house because he didn't get charged. So he's in the house, or is he in jail?
No, I think he's going to face charges now.
He's facing charge, yeah.
But if it wasn't for media uproar. If it wasn't for
media,
if it wasn't for the media being used for people who made the uproar, because the media didn't make this uproar. Y'all just want ratings, so y'all know it was a big story, so y'all put it out there. Actually, TikTok is the media, and that's why they're
that
so
why they
adamant.
Get rid of TikTok, Mike?
This is why they want to get rid of TikTok.
Is that the real reason?
That is the real reason. This is why they want it. They cannot control TikTok. See, they already got control of Instagram. They already got their hands on Instagram and Facebook. They already got their hands on that. But they can't control TikTok. That's why in one state it's already banned for you to download. It's going to be banned for you to download TikTok. When they start banning something, it's because they can't control the shit. That's why it ain't got shit to do with your kids. Like in Utah, they're trying to pass that you have to have your parents' permission to actually download TikTok if you're underage. I'm cool with that. But when you start saying you banning something, that's because you can't control it and it's leaking out stuff that you don't want to be seen. First thing I thought was, damn, that could have been my 16-year-old picking up 13-year-old twin brother. So close. The first thing I thought. My daughter going to pick up the twins somewhere.
Yeah, so Sean, apparently the address was like 115 Street and versus 115 Drive. So he went to the wrong, he had the right numbers, just the wrong block. Like he was just over one and he rung the doorbell. And it was crazy. After the dude shot him once in the head, then stood over him, I guess shot him again in the arm. He got up. I don't know how this little brother at 16 popped twice, got up and went to 3 other houses where somebody helped him. I guess you in it's 87% white neighborhood. So he's not gonna, I need help. I just been shot. And they're like, you ain't coming here. No. Not even calling the cops or ambulance for the little man.
So the new Clay County prosecutor announces he's filed 2 felony counts against Andrew Lester in the shooting of the 16-year-old Ralph Yarl. Am I saying it? Yarl? Am I saying his last name right?
How's it spelled? Yarl. Y-A-R-L.
Yarl, assault in the first degree, armed criminal action. A warrant has been issued for Lester's arrest. So this is a minute after it happened. A warrant's out for his arrest. Trust me, y'all. I don't want to sound typical. Trust me, if the races were reversed and the white kid, there was a white kid at the door who rang the doorbell twice and a black guy shot. I'm just saying, I know that's basic skills, but that is just what it is. The folks are claiming, what was that? Here we go with the speed racing. The folks are claiming that the
white folks.
The white folks are claiming the Castle Doctrine and stand your ground laws. Of course they are. Of course they are.
That's for your front door, though. So I saw Ben Crump, because him and Lee Meredith are handling the case now. He says, so if a UPS driver or FedEx, Amazon, whatever, just ring your doorbell to drop your package off, they could be shot just because they black.
You know what they're gonna say? They got a uniform on. They're identifying themselves. They're saying, I'm here to drop off a package and all this other stuff and all the other bullshit comes along with it. I'm just gonna tell everybody, you better have stamina. Yet in Utah, they pass laws that 13-year-olds can get married. Of course.
Married
to pedophilia. Pedophilia is ridiculous. And we have the alleged guest list of people who visited Jeffrey Epstein's island. And it includes every one of your favorite celebrities and politicians. And that ain't even the client list, allegedly. That ain't even the clients. Those are the visitors who stop by over there to see what's popping at the Epstein Island. But we won't get into that. We'll stay focused on this. So, yeah, they filed. So the stand your ground thing, once again, I'm just going to say it quickly. When everybody's got a gun, this is the shit that goes on, and this is what people can get away with by manipulating a law, because everybody needs a fucking gun in this country. That's all I'm saying.
You still got to prove that it was like you felt scared, because when you come out your house, well, he shot from the inside the house, and then you come out, like, how were you scared for your life?
Because he's 80 years old and he's incompetent. He's 80 years old. He's 80-something years old. And they're gonna ride that age till the wheels fall off, and they're gonna try and get sympathy, and he'll get some type of lenient sentence. You better have your stamina ready.
They said already, the detective already said race played a part. Like, they already said this. Yes, they made it very clear. Race played a part.
I'm glad I'm glad, and I'm happy that detective said that. But when it gets to court and the cross-examination comes, things change. That statement that detective made was not under oath. And when that cross-examination comes and they start hitting him with this and hitting him that, Did the old man feel that there was a stranger at his door? Yes. Did he know the stranger? No. Did he feel threatened? Yes. Was he scared? Yes.
So he felt like he was trying to break in? No.
How can you? But you see the thing, you can't say he's going to say no. You can't say he's going to say, I'm just saying all that money.
Ashley said the article said he beeped the horn twice in the driveway, then got out and knocked on the door to ring them. So how am I trying to rob you and break in? Beep, beep. Like, I'm waiting for y'all to come on out. Oh, y'all ain't coming. Let me ring this bell. Like, if that's like, how's that a stand your ground? Like, I don't get a defense at all.
I want to know when y'all gonna stop thinking common sense rules in court. That's all I want to know.
To that. Yeah.
I just want to know. So just make sure that we don't get distracted by Black China being a born again Christian.
What? I know, I get it.
Don't get distracted when they start pushing these other stories. Diddy was doing this, and with Diddy and Usher. Don't get distracted.
You said like Angela.
Don't get distracted, y'all. Don't get distracted that Russell Westbrook almost got into a fight with a fan at the game when he was coming at his neck in a VIP suite when he was going back on the court. Trina said they better charge him correctly if they don't want another outcome like George Floyd.
You saw the white people at his house? White people rally behind
and this is what I want. This is what I want. I want people to understand that this is just a murder of a young man.
Well,
that's what I want.
No, he recovered.
Well, this attempted murder of a young man. This is just an attempted murder of a young man. That's what this was. This was, in my opinion, an old racist who said, I finally got my chance to do it.
Bullet, boom, boom, boom.
Yesterday in upstate New York, Kaylin Gillens shot and killed by homeowner for pulling in the wrong driveway.
So it's the
same. I'm not going to get stuck on this gun thing. I'm not going to get this. I'm not going to get stuck.
Boy both said it,
I'm not going to get stuck on this. I'm just saying when the guns started flowing in this country, it never benefits us.
Ain't it deeper than that, though? Ain't it the racial tone? Ain't it this race war that feel like is on the way?
So if there's a race war and you allow more guns,
it's the fear of the race. Is the fear of, like, I see little pictures of little kids when they're young and like, when do I become a threat? Like when you see a little kid. And
when you're born. When you're born.
When you're a baby, you're not a threat. When you that 5-year-old, you're not a threat. At some point when you're 10, is it 13? Is it at some point you look like
when you are 5, you're a
young
threat.
Black person. That's just period.
This is where you gotta look. When you're 5, you're a threat. That's why they don't want you to be educated correctly. When you're 5, you're a threat. That's why they want to take African American studies out. When you're 5, you're a threat. They don't want these kids to get educated. It starts from the beginning. You're a threat. From the day one, you're a threat.
They don't want us procreate. They don't want us creating. Like
they want
the medical issues that like young women are having, like them getting young women to do hysterectomy. You get hysterectomy, you can't have a child. And it didn't make sense to me because they kept doing me like that. Like, you want to go on that? No, I don't want to do that. I'm good. So just the thought of another Black person being born is a problem. That's why they ain't tripping so much on these interracial, these mixed babies.
No, and Shawnee is absolutely right. You know why they're fighting so furiously to ban abortions? Because white people are being outnumbered. So, I mean, as furious as we get, I say everybody, as furious as you get, pace yourself. Pace yourself. Because what happens is the enormous outrage happens in the beginning. And what they do is they play the long game. They stretch this thing out and more bullshit gets in your life and more stuff comes up. And you're a threat after the third grade.
When are you a threat? Like at what age? When is it? What's the age? It's something. It is a shift, Mike.
Like even when my little cousin got hit and they had him on life support, unfortunately his parents had him signed up as a donor. And he was in a coma, but if you like all of his bodily fluids and everything were normal. They weren't dark and, they weren't showing signs of no life. But them people pushed and pushed and pushed to pull that boy off because they said they needed his organs. And I'm like, yeah, they need his organs because his organs work fine. We just waiting on him to wake up.
Say they want to end that abortion. Man, listen, they got because then I just go off on this other shit. Then you got Gabrielle Union trying to run the what the fuck ever, man. PE said it best. Fear of a black planet. Good morning, Michael Shawn. Good morning, Tam. Pace yourself and understand this is going to be a long journey for people to put pressure. And the thing that happens is that like two of our people just said, another young black person just got killed on somebody's grounds in upstate New York, a 20-year-old.
Drove in the wrong
driveway. Black man got killed for jogging in the wrong neighborhood. But there's a bigger thing that we can't go through every issue right now. We got a whole show to do. I'm not saying what we're doing is more important than that. It's not. But pace yourself. If you got $5 to donate, $5. Don't think that's too little. $5. Put it in there. You got $1. Put it in there. Mm-hmm. Don't buy that cup of coffee. Put it in there. Because they're going to need every high-priced, every expert that they can, every therapist, every psychiatrist, every mental, everybody dealing with dementia or whatever they're going to try and run with this. They're going to have every expert on stand your ground and what it is and what is stand your ground and how is this stand your ground? Is it not? And all that other stuff. And once again, and I'm saying this to y'all, when we try and duck jury duty, fuck the whole, people say you got to vote and all that. Okay, that's a whole different story. I got a different philosophy on that. When you duck jury duty, what you're ducking is your face to be in a jury if somebody who looks like you has to go to court.
Hey, I feel attacked. Wait a minute. I just did duck jury. Hold on, Mike. What are you talking about?
But see, that's the thing. That's us. That's where this whole thing, this goes.
The system is not going to, I guess a lot of the thought process, why go to jury duty? It ain't going to work out in the favor. Like, I don't know. It just feels like a lot of people are frustrated.
But guess what? When OJ and his super team, they knew how important that jury duty was. They knew how important that jury duty was. And they knew how important
jury duty, Jay.
Just so you know, the 20-year-old one. Oh, the 20-year-old one was white. Well, once again, I said when you open the doors
was it white
of everybody,
or was it a black person that shot the 20-year-old white?
Well, we'll have to research that. Yeah. But once you have guns this freely out here, remember, a mistake with a gun can be permanent. A mistake with a gun, I repeat, can be permanent.
So it goes back to training and anger management, and because you can own a gun, but I guess you're not teaching them the skills. Why are you squeezing first? You didn't even evaluate. You didn't even, I guess people don't want to have a chance to react. They just assuming the worst and shoot.
Well, they don't want them background checks. Now they don't want none of that. You go and get a gun.
That's what I didn't understand.
Yeah, so how can you stand your ground when you beep the horn like Ashley said, beep beep, I'm outside. Where y'all at? Oh, y'all taking all long, Negroes. Let me go up here ringing this bell, yo, and you ring the bell. So how's that stand your ground? Yeah, I don't get the defense.
Stand your ground is all you got to do is fear. All you got to do is fear. All you got to do is prove that they was a real threat. But once again, I'm not gonna get into the gun thing because we're so fascinated with guns.
The rest of the media in New York.
The little white girl that got killed the man was charged. That's what she talking about.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what her and Red Boy talking about. Yeah.
All right, so let's get to
he was
scared.
I don't know. We want loophole. Yeah, Nia.
All you got to do is.
I was scared. I was scared.
That's it. You fear for your life.
I got nervous.
And then in other,
he was trying to break in.
In other,
that's all we got to say. Is I was scared.
I was scared.
Work everywhere.
You got to prove it. You got to prove that you felt your life was in danger.
How do I prove that I'm scared? What if I'm driving down the street and somebody tick me off and I shoot them? Can I say I was scared? I thought they was gonna run me off the road.
I think that's called road rage, and you were in your car, so you could have got away.
You're not at your house. If you,
I was scared.
No, but I'm saying to stand your ground, and the other laws about being in your house when they come on your property, they have different. I can't get into like all the other. If somebody is at your door with a hoodie on, and you fear for your life, and you have the front light is off, and all you see is a I'm just telling you, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. Every state is a stand your ground state. I don't agree with it. But if you can prove, and your lawyers can prove, that you were in fear, that you thought this was a threat, that you thought this was a predator that was coming to get in your house, we all know that killers always ring the doorbell.
That's what they do. They go, boop, boop. I'm here to kill you.
Well, we laugh. But there have been people who thought the person at the door was friendly, and they rang the doorbell and they were killed.
I saw a fake UPS driver, whatever, had a little vest on. He had a gun in his hand, and I guess this guy had his own gun. Surprise, so people do impersonate people, obviously. So you got to be on guard. But I don't know if pulling the trigger immediately, you ain't even say, yo, who you here for? You ain't even evaluate. You ain't investigate.
Well, I don't know if that happened or not. I don't know the details of what happened.
No, they said as soon as he rang the bell, the dude started shooting. Because obviously, but either way, like you said, we'll see what happens with this case.
And they're gonna say the second doorbell, when he rang it the second time, that's when he was fearful. I mean, there's a whole bunch of shit. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is get ready, because this is gonna be a long
convenient loophole. Yeah.
Long situation that's gonna go on. Use our energy. If he was scared, why open the door and not call the cops after you shoot them? Okay, Lady Q, you are right. Lady Q woke up inspired. But this is the problem with fucking guns. People who have guns believe they can protect themselves and they don't need to call the cops. That's one of the problems of the mentality of having a gun. This is why when people are allowed to carry guns, they do not think about leaving. They do not think about leaving a confrontation as fast as they did when they didn't have a gun, because they feel some type of protection. So instead of leaving something, they think, okay, I ain't leaving nowhere. That's all. Listen, there's more dynamics to it. It's not that black and white. It's not that simple. All I'm saying is people are emboldened, and they're not quick enough to just say, I'm calling the cops. Why? Because I ain't got shit. Because why do people get guns? To protect their homes. Because they're worried about how long it's going to take for the cops to get there. Well, by the time the cop get here, I could be this, I could be that, I could be this. But that's a whole nother story. The genie's out the bottle. We never getting the guns off these streets. We're never going to be a gun-free country, ever. As pathetic as that sounds, we can never be a gun-free country, ever. For multiple reasons. Besides the fact that it's $1 trillion business, and the people, not even the NRA, the people that run the NRA are bigger than the NRA, ain't going to never let guns go away. That's what we do. That's what we love. We don't even understand when a country says they were 2 shootings in a year. We don't even get that. We think they lying. I hope they are someone in the neighborhood has a doorbell camera video so we can see with our own eyes.
You think they giving it up? They 80% white. They didn't even help him the 3 doors he had to knock on to get help. You think they're going to give up their cameras?
At a certain point, this ring footage is going to get leaked. At a certain point, it'll get leaked. Everything.
Or the cops can just subpoena it.
Everything.
But if they delete it, how fast?
They
Well,
can call Ring.
You can
call Ring.
They can call Ring. Ring got everything.
Yeah, they can delete it off their little app, but Ring got it.
That's another thing, y'all. Don't think Ring got all the information that's going on in your house when you're protecting yourself. Just understand that. They got every piece of footage that goes in your house. Everything. Lady Q, I own a gun and won't carry it because I haven't been to the range enough to feel confident using it. And Lady Q, well, and you know what? That is the responsible thing of an intelligent human being, knowing the last thing you want to do is take a gun with you when you don't really feel comfortable using it, because next thing you know, you just shut yourself. Ask Plexico Burris of the New York Giants.
How did he do that, though?
Wow. He did it.
And it just went off.
Because he had sweatpants on, because allegedly his woman was at the Copa with some dude and he brought the gun. And then when he got there to place, the club had a gun check and the person wasn't at the gun check. So the gun slipped off his sweatpants down his leg when he was in front of the elevator and he shot himself. And the actual club.
He was trying to grab it and he shot himself?
Yeah, he was trying to grab it, fell, and he was trying to catch it and he shot himself. And he shot a hole in the wall by the elevator. And just funny side note that when you perform at the club, they will show you the hole in the wall. They're like, "This is where Plexico Burris put the bullet in the wall." I was taken. I was shown the hole in the wall.
I'll let you read through these comments before we.
It is almost necessary to have cameras to protect you. Yes, I think I agree with you. And other persons, even at home, how the hell are you scared in your own home? Well,
Cameras is good, people.
They're going
In
to
the
tell you
car,
he's
too.
86. If somebody knocks on this door at my mom's house at night, once again, people, I'm just putting this out there. I'm on the same side. We're all on the same side. Somebody knocks on this door and I'm not here. My mom is scared if they knock on the door and it's nighttime. My mom is going to be scared. My mom's going to be scared. And if I'm here, my mom's not going to answer the door. She's going to yell for me to come answer the door. So that's not that difficult a thing to prove. It's not that difficult. Once they bring up the stats on how many burglaries happened or started with a ring at the doorbell, I'm just telling you, this ain't a simple case to win. Stop thinking with your common sense and understand this ain't an easy case to win. This is actually a very difficult case to win, I meant to say. He's in his home. He's scared. This ain't easy, y'all. This ain't easy. Mental evaluation has not been a requirement to carry. No. Will continue to be issues here. Yes. Because school shootings that have happened, the guns have been purchased legally. Legally. Around the corner, my alcoholic ass around the corner from my apartment in Texas. I walked into the store just to be nosy. All I needed to show was my driver's license, and my alcoholic ass could have gotten the gun. As many as I wanted. That's what you want, Mr. Alcoholic, getting into an argument with somebody. And I got the hammer in the car. Yeah, that's what we want. That's all I'm saying. All right, and even worse news, we got this transgender lady. She's sitting up here all huskied out. It's 2 minutes after 8 on the East Coast, 2 minutes after 7 Central Standard Time, and it's way early on the West Coast. So she stands in front of a board. Now, after she says this long soliloquy, basically what she's saying is that a teacher has the right to tell your child to change genders and advise them not to tell you, the parent.
Is that what she's saying?
Yes.
Or that's what
Got a
he's
clip or something?
Yes. And now she's going to give you this long thing about how she could, parents don't trust their kids when they tell them they want to change genders. Now I want you to pay close attention because I had to dig deep because she avoided me. So go ahead. She confused me. And I was like, well, are you in favor of teachers lying?
That's why it's confusing.
So put Randy.
Here he go. You ready?
Here go, Randy Man, Macho Savage. Rest in peace.
He, she, they, them, whatever. I am a boyfriend to a...
Man, I got to say this because I didn't even notice this. And I started over. This joke is so fat. It looked like he got titties for real. My bad. Okay.
I'm a proud he, she, they, them, whatever. I am a boyfriend to a beautiful woman. I am a girlfriend to a handsome trans man. And I'm also a girlfriend to an incredibly beautiful woman. Growing up in this town, my mother always told me to love myself for who I am, not what I am not. Not all of us can be as lucky and have a supporter like that. In fact, I knew friends in school who would bring an entire change of clothes with them so they could dress the way that they felt inside and be free of persecution that they would feel at home or the sideways glances. One of the first things we learn in a healthy family is trust, and unfortunately, some parents don't trust their children when they say, "This is me," and they make that decision for them. That may make the child fearful.
Oh, that's the end of it.
So basically, the gist is There's one teacher who's already gotten in trouble because she kept the transition away from a parent. So what this lady is saying is that parents don't trust their kids to decide their genders. We also don't trust our kids to drive the fucking car. But who in the hell decided that you think you got the goddamn right to step in between me and my child's relationship because you think I'm not trusting my kid. I don't trust my kid's opinion. Like, who in the hell are you? This is what I'm talking about, your fucking agenda. You now want to step in and you want to decide when a parent should be informed about what their kid is doing. But if my kid goes and kills somebody, then I'm responsible. What? That's okay. I should know about that. I should have known what my kid was doing. But if they want to change and transition into another gender, they should just do it themselves and not go to their parents. Even though I'm responsible for everything in their life, whatever happens to them. If something happens in this house to one of my kids, you know who they investigate first? Me. The parent. But now you decide that you have the goddamn nerve to sit there and say, well, we can't trust, these parents don't trust their kids. How do you trust a 10-year-old? You have to guide and parent a 10-year-old. How can I parent a 10-year-old if you are interfering? You ain't even telling the kid to tell the parents. So if a kid got a coke problem at 12 or 13 or is experimenting with drugs, do you trust me enough that they should come to me? Or maybe I'll overreact and you think the way I'm going to handle it is going to be wrong and it's going to make it even worse. You get to decide that shit. You get to decide. You got the audacity to sit there and try and decide for a parent? This is what pisses me off. And then y'all say somebody's transphobic. No, I'm not fucking transphobic. I just know when somebody has stepped a line that they ain't got no business stepping. Oh, kids have brought a different change of clothes. Teenage girls have brought a different change of clothes for 50 years to wear stuff that they ain't want their parents to know they was wearing. Teenage girls have packed makeup and different clothes to wear stuff that they wanted to deceive their parents about what they were wearing. So what you're saying, oh, that's just them. They should be able to wear clothes that are inappropriate to their parents. Just don't tell.
So what is a teacher? So that's a teacher and they're not telling the pronouns to the parents. So I'm confused. So when you're born, you're assigned a gender. So if you go to school and you say you want to be identified as something else, they're required to tell their parent when your kid's in school. I'm confused.
You don't have, that's the point. She wants it that you're not required to be told that they've made the transition in school. So if your son is being called she in school, you don't need to know about it, basically. That's what she's saying.
Oh.
That's been going on for when Hillary Clinton was our first lady. She started this whole movement because she put into place the Child's Rights Act. So that's when they started taking rights away from parents to be able to do certain things in disciplining your child. And in schools, they, that first day, even at the elementary level, kindergarten, they had a little speech with kids and they say, what goes on in the classroom stays in the classroom. It's school districts that's been doing this. They want to keep what happens at school a secret and don't go home and tell your parents. And I tell my kids, whatever happened at this school, you better come let me know.
I know.
Now, my kids have never said that. My kids have never said that their teachers said that, but that's been going on. What he up there said is not, that ain't new.
Lady Q comment, I think it's a fine line because the Republicans scream, let parents parent. Listen, I ain't got a problem with that. And just teach the basics. Yet they want a teacher to run the business they want to know. Listen. Yo, Democrats, let me tell y'all something. The more I research y'all and the more I read about y'all, there is no lesser of two evils, y'all. Don't let them fucking fool you. There is no lesser of two evils. They're both parties are fucking evil. And they both got agendas that ain't got shit to do with your well-being. Try it over here. My daughter knows. I don't care what the school says. And nor should you, Trina.
I love that energy.
Nor should you, Trina. My kids know damn well, lady.
They hit them back. I don't care if you get suspended. You hit them back. And you let them.
Tell me when anybody tells them don't tell, that's the flag to tell every damn time. Every damn time. Every damn time.
So they touch you, you ain't got to like.
So hey, I'm glad you brought that touching stuff up. I'm glad you brought that touch. So when you tell kids to keep stuff from their parents and you tell them, you know, it's okay to keep it from your parents, what else can they then keep from their parents that you gonna deal with then, son?
It's in school, stays in school.
When you get touched in school, don't say nothing. Just bring it to the teachers. We'll handle it. And I'm sure there are a lot of teachers who sitting there going like, why the fuck would you put that pressure on me? Conversation with my daughter every day after I pick her up on what went on in school that day.
Facts, Don. We do that too. Anybody bully you? Who says something mean to you? Did somebody touch you? Like every day. You know what happens if somebody do this? What you gonna do? You gonna all right? Every day I need to enforce that. I got your back. Something happened, I need to know. That's
you got cameras in every city recording everything. You got facial recognition, but parents ain't got cameras in every high school, every elementary school, every daycare that goes straight to their telephone that they can see everything that's going on in the school. Because they don't.
Like that, but a lot of them, they have cameras, but they make like in my girls' school, and I get it. When they get to school, they have to turn their phones in. They can't have a phone during the school day. Now at the last period, they give it back to them. But if they had their phone during the school day, it's a whole bunch of stuff them kids could take. Just based off the stuff my kids that came home and told me, and I go up to the school and say, well, why did this, and this happen? And they be looking at me like, how she know all that? Don't worry about it.
Because she a good damn parent. That's why. Because my kid's business is my business. All of it. But we
no,
go ahead.
I just don't trust in schools. I don't. If it were up to me, I would really, well, it is up to me. But I would really prefer to homeschool my kids. But I get the whole social aspect of it. If I would have started that with them when they were little, that's what we would do. They'd be homeschooled. They wouldn't be going up there with all this.
And I'm kicked up. I don't even know because I sent it to Shawnee. We had already gotten off the phone about these little black boys in Chicago jumping a white girl at a door. Man, listen, this world is so fucking crazy right now that I won't even get into that. But if you'll see it, that these young boys posted it, and then these young bitches, I'm calling the boys, said, "Yeah, we get active." You beat up a white girl in front of a door, dog. You ain't get active.
They what?
Yes, they jumped a girl. And I sent it to you, but anyway, we'll stay on this transgender thing. I don't want to veer off.
One thing interesting that you and Lady Q both pointed out to me that I thought was I've been paying attention to. Every time there's a transgender that's trying to change something or speak out, or I guess it's causing an uproar in a sense for some people, it's always a transgender male. I have yet to see the transgender female leading these charges. Every time. It's just a coincidence. I don't know.
Because these stupid dummies don't get it. Y'all are still being run by men. They're just called transgender women now. That's what y'all don't get. Y'all want to fight this. Y'all still being run by men. They're just called transgender woman now. Sends the wrong message by withholding important information for parents. We have to pause on that yesterday because I have to do a homework check. Speaking of school, I gave everybody a homework assignment yesterday. I gave everybody a homework assignment. I've created a new app. Don't bring up the danger because I know. I brought up a new app where this app is called Pass Your Ass. Where you put it in your car, you download the app, and it counts how many cars you pass when you're driving.
You've been talking about this for years.
For years.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And I know all the unsafe things about it. I get it. So we had a whole thing where you would actually compete against other people. And like when you pass 50 cars, like and this would be the opening. This is like the opening music when it says pass that ass. This is the opening. And the graphics are swerving like this. That's the road. It's swerving like this. And then it just adjusts and it goes bam. And then your car pops up. Bam. And then it says the make of your car. Then it has your racing name. I mean, your passing name. And then when you get to 50 passes, like doo-doo-doo, boom, 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 kring-ding, 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 kling-ding. And whatever, let's say you are riding, you're driving with 100 different people. You are now 15th. You have now moved into 15th position. Then you get to 100. Ding, 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 ding. And you driving. Now, do I know this is dangerous? Hell yeah, I know it's dangerous. But with that being said, that app would sell. I know Jay Black already would be looking for the app right now. He'd already be looking for the app.
You said it was coming down the turnpike. Yep. That would be fun.
But why would you be looking for that app, Jay Black?
Well, at times I do have motions where I drive a little faster, but I know, like Mike said, excluding all the safety, it is like I can see it being fun, but not dangerous in some aspects. So, but people would do things out of control. But I get it. That would be a fun app. I would download it just to see how I do.
I've been in the car with Shawnee.
Shawnee gotta be worse.
I've been in the car with Shawnee. She'd be.
What?
I've been in the car with Shawnee. She'd be in the top 15.
No, I said Shawnee gotta be worse. I hear the stories. Mike tell me the stories about.
I don't drive that. No, I do not.
Shawnee would download the app. She'd download the app. She'd download the app.
Right.
Shawnee,
I've gotten you everywhere that you needed to go in one piece.
Yeah, so is Jay Black, and y'all both right.
I drive.
I've got myself.
When I came up there, and we went to New York, I drove. You ain't drive.
Okay, so well, if that's the standard, I've gotten myself home pissy drunk every time. It don't matter if I get home in one piece. I'm just saying you would download the app, and you'd have a pretty good score.
No, I would not.
Shawnee, once we got in the car.
I would not.
Pass that ass. Oh, Jay, I forgot the sound effect. When you pass a car, the sound effect goes. Ding, 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 ding. Y'all know. So anyway, my whole point was I told everybody who was watching to invent an app. Marsha says it'll help prevent road rage because instead of flicking people off, you'll get points for passing that ass. Thank you. You know what we
I got points to get. I ain't got time for you.
Okay, but what they win? So if you because you said okay, you get to 15th place. So if you get to first place, then what's the?
You ain't gonna win shit, just like you don't win shit on these games that you play now. You win
well,
like
maybe
$3.
They get points off gas or something, Mike. Maybe they get some cents off gas.
Yeah,
you could come up with something that they win.
But we don't have to. Shawnee, how much money have you made on the game that you play 6 hours a day? How much?
I'm gonna put out my personal.
No, Shawnee play.
I don't.
Jay, I watch her play the game because I can see the reflection in her glasses. She is not even looking at me on FaceTime. She's looking at the bottom of the screen, and the little game like.
That's funny.
And this is her favorite thing. This game won't let me be great. This game won't let me be great. They ain't even sending no butterflies out. They know they supposed to be some butterflies. They ain't no butterflies. They ain't even sending them out.
That's how I sound.
This game won't let me be great. I hear that 12,000
She's probably playing right now.
She probably playing right now.
While we on here, yes, sometimes I do. But I lost some money. I think I'm down to like $6 now.
$6. That's the high stakes that she rolling with. $6. We ain't gotta get no prize. So I wanted everybody to create an app and pitch your idea. It was going to be a Media Room 360, Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends Shark Tank. So I want to see how many of y'all actually created an app. Did you have an idea? Did you do your homework? Did you do your homework? Does anybody, because we have somebody here who can actually he can give you advice and maybe make your app become a real thing. Like Pass That Ass, my app I'm gonna retire off this shit. Like, let's be clear. But this man knows the ins and outs. His nickname for us, we call him Mr. AT&T. I don't think he knows that we call him that. We call him Mr. AT&T. But I don't know. Random Rick, before we bring our guests up, got that app. When you loan someone money from Cash App, like PayPal, etc., you get a notification when they get the money in their account. I call it gotcha, bitch. I
love it. Hey, time to collect.
Yo. So if you ask me to borrow money, I get this app and I say, I will lend you the money, but you have to get on this app and you have to get down with this transfer and you got to put your information in. Because if you get the money in your account and you don't pay me back, gotcha, bitch.
Does the app just automatically take the money from there?
I don't know if it takes the money from there because that might be illegal, but I know that means they got the money. That is brilliant, Rick. Rick, for all the crazy shit you've said on this show, I would like to give you a round of applause for that. I would like to give you a round of applause, number one, for doing your homework. You're on the honor roll. You're on the Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends honor roll. Nah, but you can go collect. Yeah, you can go collect. But Shawn, you on to something.
Mm-hmm.
What if you agree to it, and once that money goes into your account, it automatically goes into your account? Oh, shit.
And I mean, the bill collectors do that. When you sign up for these subscriptions and stuff, they keep trying to and as soon as you put money there, then they take it.
Anybody else before we get Dave? I'm waiting on him to get back in the chair. Then we're going to bring him out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the man that can give you advice and maybe lead you down the road where your creation of your app, Random Rick, listen closely. This is the man that might be able to help us. I've worked with him many times. He's always been an interesting guest, informative guest. Please put your hands together for Mr. David C. Williams. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen.
Is he frozen?
I don't know. Is he frozen? We might have to create an unfroze app that unfreezes people. I don't know. Dave, how you doing? Can you hear us? You good?
I'm good. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're just freezing. You're doing your little frozen records right now. You're moving.
I don't know. I don't know.
You're doing this. I don't know. And then you're pausing. And then you're pausing. Then you're pausing. Then
there you go. I think you got it.
I think you got it now. I think you got it.
Is it
all
better?
Right, so Dave. Yeah, so Dave, in all honesty, first of all, thank you for taking time out because I know you're a super busy man. Super busy. And I don't just say that in jest because some people, we interview some people and I'll be like, thank you for joining us. I know you're super busy. And we know they ain't fucking super busy. Right?
Man, you're hilarious, man. Oh my God. I'm listening to everything you're talking about the app. I'm like, I need a safe harbor statement so I don't get sued. Like, you got people ready to have road rage on the streets. Hilarious.
So Dave, with the app, let's say just hypothetically speaking, when you create an idea for an app, because I've already probably made a vital mistake by making mine public. When you create an idea, what's the first step you should take when you have the idea?
Don't tell anybody.
Fuck.
You said that.
But I said that yesterday. I said keep it to yourself. Nah, I'm gonna tell everybody. I'm telling everybody.
Let me give you a perfect example. Somebody just had an idea and they said, "Oh man, we're gonna have this gotcha gotcha be. We got this app, and I'm gonna loan you some money. I'm gonna get my money back." There's actually an app. There's a guy in Dallas, a brother. He owns an app. It's called Zertu. Like virtue, but with a Z, Zertu.com. And his app is exactly that. You loan somebody money, and when the time comes, it automatically pulls that money back. Oh, and if they say, look, hey Mike, can I borrow $100 so I can pay my light bill? It's already connected to the power company. So the $100 that I loan you goes directly to the power company instead of to you.
It's already out there. Sorry, Random Rick. The idea is already out there.
Yeah. It's, but Dave. But soda is soda. But what app do you think would do better? Does not virtual, but what's it called again?
Zertu.
What app do you think will sell faster, Zertu or Gotcha Bitch? Which one do you think is gonna sell faster?
Let me just go ahead and out. This presentation includes forward-looking statements that involve risk and uncertainties. Right quick,
Hold up. And I'm gonna add to Random Rick. When the money gets taken out, an actual voice comes on your phone, no matter where you at. You can't mute it. It just says, "Gotcha, bitch." That's what it says. Like, come on.
Come on. Look, but seriously though, Mike, look, with your app, with your passing the cars app, you know, you could add a few things to it. You know, cell phones have accelerometers in them where they can tell that the phone is being moved around. And so if somebody's passing, they might get extra points if they like shake their fist at them or something, you know?
Oh, you like this?
Or it might be like when the kids would ride by the diesel and do that. That might be like a bomb.
Oh.
Get extra points for the bomb.
You know what I like about Dave? You know what I like about him? No matter how professional he is, no matter how much money he makes, he's still messy as fuck. I love it. You drive by, just be like this.
I got an app idea.
All
Dave,
right.
what say if it's like it's based around child support, like an itemized aspect, to where they get the money when it has to be able to track the spending. Like, can the app do that? Like, it has to go through the app and everything has to show up. And then I think that would make it a lot easier on a lot of people. A child support type app.
They would call it a child support checking account.
That's what they do it. You're basically taking your bread.
Can you imagine that if during child support court, the judge in his ruling actually included both parties had to be part of Jay Black's child support check? They had to get in the app so we could know that the money was going direct. Okay, so Dave, first step you said is don't tell anybody. That's obvious. I know I already broke that rule. What's the second step? How do you get your idea in motion? Who do you go to? Do we call somebody like you, or who do we go to get the app in motion, the app idea?
Yeah, so it does get messy right here, actually, and there's a couple ways you can go towards it. Some people go down the path of writing a patent and or trademark and all those kinds of things. Some of that's good to get up front because you want to get some protection, as much protection as you can up front. But it might be hard to fully write a patent if you haven't actually made it work yet. And so this is the second path a lot of people take, which is to actually go start turning wrenches, right? They'll get in the garage, they'll go get some computers, they'll start up their own little session or lab, and they'll start to build things. If you don't know how to do that, if you don't have the technical prowess to do that, then you can hire folks to help you with that. There's a number of ways you can go about doing it. I would recommend always go with a toe in the water first, but you could start with things like Upwork to work with folks to start to at least bring the idea conceptually together. Here are some of the things you're going to need in order to make an app like that work. Oh, okay. I'm going to need GPS and accelerometers and Wi-Fi and so forth. And as those things start to come together, then you can start to build the nuance of what it is you're building. The main key, though, is most ideas, even the really, really powerful ones, it's just one iteration
Thank you for
of what already exists. And so, Apple didn't invent the first smartphone. They just put it together better. Right. And so it's just one iteration of what already exists. And so a lot of times when people are inventing, they will go find something like what they have already created, what they want to create, and they'll start there as a blueprint to go finish.
Got you, guys, because we know nobody has an original idea anymore. You got, normally there's somebody out there. I'm sure I'm not the only person who started this. So you get the people, you get the tech people who can do this for you, because technically I don't have any technical skills, any. Like I impress myself just by being able to play these sound effects. Like I think I'm doing it just by being able to do that. I'm killing the game right now. So now you have the tech people behind you. Do you look for an investor? How do you, is there money that has to be raised? And how do you go about raising this money to actually make this incredible pass that ass app turn into a real thing?
I'm going to just be able to say I was there when. So, all right. So
okay,
if you want to make the Pass the Cars app a reality.
No, it's
pass that ass. Pass that ass.
Face of the group, man. You got it. All right. Okay. So if you want to make that a reality, starting with somebody who has something similar and then building from there is probably your shortcut to getting there. Once you have created this thing, though, once you have it, there's two ways to go. There's one way, small business. People create their own app. They try to go to market and sell it themselves. Well, that's not a bad idea. If you can get any sales, any amount of revenue, that's going to help for what the other option is, which is going to go get investors. How do you do that? Typically, you go to incubators, and you can Google online, but there are investor incubators, which help to nurture that ground zero idea into something that might be scalable. Often those groups help you and they don't take money. They don't take equity from you.
Oh, wow.
Usually, not all the time, right? Everybody has their own value proposition. And some incubators will help you to bring it at least a little bit more forward so that it can be a little bit more scalable and have a chance to make it into seed funding rounds A, B, C, D, etc. And so it's just stair-stepping your way and hitting certain milestones that prove your idea isn't just a hobby. It's something viable and feasible that the public wants. And as you continue to prove that, you get more and more funding. Put things in perspective. Amazon was unprofitable for 10 years. So always hold it against yourself just because you don't hit around running.
Now, are there companies, because I'm lazy, okay? Like the only time I'm not lazy is when it comes to doing this show, and sometimes I'm lazy here too. And I'm not lazy about comedy. Okay, sometimes I'm lazy about comedy too. Are there places, are there companies that pay money for just strictly incredible app ideas that you're not going to see you're not going to see the money at the end, but they will hit you with, hey, here's $50,000. We love your idea. We're going to take it from you. You got to sign over the rights. Are there companies that do that?
Well, maybe at one point there was, but things have changed a lot. Yeah. So if you bring an idea to me, and let's say you have this epic idea, and you bring it to me, and I'm a global whatever, some big app company or whatever. I have more lawyers than you have developers.
Damn.
I could just tie you up in court.
Wow. Damn.
A lot of that happens. I'm just telling you, it happens.
So
yeah, so I wouldn't go that route. What I recommend though, if you have an idea, try to get, if you have an idea, try to get some traction with it, some popularity, some interest. You want to make some noise on your own. That way, when you knock on anyone's door, you're not asking for something. You're coming with an exchange. You have a product that is valuable with a track record that proves it, and you're coming for an exchange that for their investment, you have a potential high return on investment that they might be interested in. So
Dave, how interested are you on being on the ground floor of this epic app, pass that ass, because I'm giving you the first opportunity to lead us in the right direction. Do I need to do the power? Do I need to do the pitch for you first? Do you need a pitch? Do you need a pitch?
No pitch needed, but I do think, maybe we may have to do some diversifying. And so we may have the past the gas app, and then you have aggressive, not progressive, but aggressive. That might be a different demographic we sell the app to. We got 3 or 4 of them. Yeah, man. We take it worldwide.
I know what you said, but sometimes people say things. Oh, well, say it again.
You could call it bomb. Maybe over in Europe, that might, have a better reception.
Oh, got it. So we can sell. So our marketing has to be. Yes, I get it. But I know what I heard you say was you didn't want a pitch. But in my mind, what I heard was you want a pitch. So just envision this. So this is how it goes, right? So you turn on the app, right? You turn the app on, and the music comes on, and the road is swerving, and the road is swerving, and you see your car as it's swerving, right? And then all of a sudden the road comes into focus, bam, and whatever road you on now, you see the road, and now a car drives by the screen, bam, and now the make of your car and your driver name. Like it could be anything. Like I'm coming for you. It could be coming for you 1212. And then it starts going. Then all of a sudden, every time you pass somebody, you hear the sound effect. But if you get the 50 cars past, it's like boom, 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 and confetti comes out the air. You pass your 50th car on this travel. And they see your position within all the people. So you could be 25 and you like, it's going to be a long drive. Then when you get to 10, you get bonus points. And we have some animation. A guy comes, a little cartoon character comes and just drops all the points. Like he's making it rain. Like at the strip club, like he's going like,
look. And then listen, you should put a QR code on the back, and that way they can put their phone up on it. You could call it a tap that it.
Wait a second. Whoa, we need the music.
Tap that ass.
Tap that ass. This is
evolving. The app evolved.
All day. This is why we had you on. Dave, real quick, because I know you're a busy man. Anything that you got going on that you want to talk about quickly before we get into these stories? Because I'm not rushing you, but I know what we're about to talk about. You probably don't want to be a part of this shit. Like you probably don't want to be a part of what we're about to talk about. Yeah.
This weekend I'll be in New Jersey having a solar robot workshop with about 70 little girls that are working with a sorority up in New Jersey, and so that's where I'll be, man. I appreciate you guys bringing me on. It's always fun. I love you, Mike, Shawnee, everybody. You guys are great, so thanks so much for it.
Dave, you're always doing amazing things, and you're in Jersey. It's ironic. You're going to be in Jersey this weekend, and now I fly out to Dallas this weekend, so I won't be able to connect. Congratulations on everything. Much success. You are one of our most respected guests. You bring the class level of the show intellectually a lot higher. Like our GPS goes up every time. Like you've used 7 words that I don't know what the hell you was talking about, but it made the show look so much better. Man, listen, scholastically, our whole IQ just went up. So give it up for Mr. David. See
you later, man.
Yes. Rita just said excellent guest. When's the last time we had somebody comment on our guest and say we had an excellent guest? When have we had that happen, y'all? When have we had that happen? Is that an excellent guest?
He did entertain you, and he did drop a lot of knowledge. Yeah.
Did you see the chair he was sitting in? He got like a $3,000 podcast chair. Did you see that? Look what I'm sitting in. Look the fuck I'm sitting. A dining room table. This motherfucker got a chair that he can probably drive to the store and shop at Davidson. I love it. All right, one more. I want to see how much. I know Jay Black is kicked up about this. we're gonna do allegedly. Hit the allegedly drop. Hit the allegedly drop. We're doing allegedly without sexy mode today. We're doing allegedly. It's us.
Do it without
yeah,
more.
we're doing.
Let's get this mother crawl.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Allegedly, with Sexy Mo, powered by Media Room 360 TV.
Okay.
Get the soccer player ready. Get the soccer player ready. So every time some megastar gets with a megastar, the divorce is always something that people talk about. You know, legend has it Michael Jordan's wife supposedly got $300 million in their divorce settlement, and obviously it didn't faze him one damn bit. Michael Jordan went on to be a billionaire, and money ain't no damn problem. Shout to Michael Jordan. I'm not even a Jordan fan, but shout to him for weathering that storm and just making more money. But there's a soccer player who's pretty famous, probably worth like 40, 50, maybe 80 million, something like that. I'm not a football fan. I'm a football fan. I'm the other football fan. So his wife wanted a divorce. And he was like, cool. So she's a famous international actress also. She got bucks and everything like that. So she took him to court. Well, she's planning to take him to court, but little did she know that 80% of all his stuff, all his assets are under his mom's name. She owns it. So what happened? She wanted the divorce, and now because 80% of what he's worth, he's not worth. His mom got that. So she is now going to have to run them pockets in the divorce. She's going to have to run them motherfucking pockets.
You thought it was sweet?
You thought it was all good. There it is right here. Player registers all assets in mother's name. His wife asked for half his fortune in divorce. Discovery, he has nothing.
Surprise!
Random Rick. In honor of Random Rick. Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha. Oh, you and your girlfriends was all sipping on your wine and talk about, girl, take him, get a divorce.
Get your bread.
Get your money up. He over there running the streets. He think he missed all that. Go get his money. Go get every last dime. Go. I don't even know what internationally what the divorce says. Go get the alimony.
He was getting $215,000 a week. Oh yeah, she thought she was getting paid. Yeah, she thought she was getting paid.
Oh, she thought she was coming up. Oh, she thought she was ready. And now you gotta pay.
Money, boom, boom, boom.
And my whole point, I'm not gloating for the guy.
Why not? It was smart.
It was excellent. It was smart. And for those who don't know, I when I saw this, I actually signed all my assets to my mother 2 weeks ago when I first saw the story. So she took all $5,500 I have. So she has it. You ain't getting that $5,500. Whoever marries me,
ain't happening.
You ain't getting none. But my point this being, and I know y'all, some of y'all ain't gonna agree with this. I think it has to be more difficult for people to get married. And I think it has to be made more difficult for people to have kids. Now, I haven't worked this whole thing out. But I don't think when you get married, I think there should be a rule that everybody knows you get nothing. Either party gets nothing from the other person when you get divorced. It should be a law. You get nothing. Because y'all be willy-nilly just getting married just because y'all want that special day. Y'all don't even really think, y'all don't even know if you're certain you're in love with the person. Nothing. Nobody gets anything. When you get divorced, you go to a judge, they say you are no longer married, and you go your separate ways.
Oh, breaking news. We just got a picture from the courthouse, Mike.
What man going to switch their accounts in their mother's name right now? Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
Switch that. That's smart. I think I might do that. Because he put 80% of all his money go to his mom. He only keeps
That is
20%.
ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
That is very actually that's smart.
Then marry your mom.
Well, I'm just saying.
There she go, worrying about what she think
Lady
you entitled
Q. Oh, got Q comment. He an alleged rapist and cheater. Why not?
Let's switch some shit into your mama's name.
Come on.
I wish you would try it.
And
Try it.
That's actually smart.
That's incredibly smart. Well, he's an alleged rapist and cheater. Why not get a prenup instead of being instead of being deceitful? I don't think she's entitled to have because they weren't married long enough. I want people to know before they get married that neither one of you will get any benefit from getting a divorce. See how many I don't even know. See how many people wouldn't be running to divorce as fast as they run to divorce.
That is
why y'all so I'm not anti-woman. I bet you Mary J. Blige would love my law. I bet you Mary J. Blige would love my law and how much money she had to pay in that divorce.
Both ways.
This is the thing that I don't get. Okay. So a marriage is supposed to be set up where the man is supposed to be the head of the house and he's supposed to take care of everything. So why is it a problem when you get a divorce that you can't take care of what you started? I don't understand what the issue is. Why are men so upset with that?
Because I'm upset with it because
you decided to choose. I mean, that's your problem that you got two households now.
What do you mean two households?
If you leave, you decide you're gonna be with somebody else.
No.
This was, No,
leave that comment up there, Jay. Number one, your view isn't what's viewed in court. That view is a personal view where you say men are supposed to take care of everything, but that's not how it's viewed in real life.
Well, then why they got alimony? And why was it ever set up like that in the beginning? Because a woman didn't say, okay, when you get a divorce, you get half. A man had to put that in law. Now let's just be real. There's no woman put that in law, put that in place in alimony.
Well, that's because when the laws were put in their ancient times, men and women weren't sharing the actual bills in a household. And they weren't women back then when these laws were established, that women were the ones making the money and were paying all the bills. My point is women should be happy about this too if you're doing your thing. My point of doing this law that nobody gets nothing is so you know from the beginning, you better make the correct choice for real. Not just for the wedding day, not just because your mom wants you to get married, not because your aunties think that that's the one, not just because of that. You need to know, and the man needs to know too, that if you got involved with Mary J. Blige and y'all get divorced, you don't get shit.
That's fine because that's called a prenup. You can do that.
No, a prenup, you still get money.
Well, yeah, that's a prenup. There's an agreement before you get married. So y'all sat down and said, okay, this is what it's gonna be at the end. If this goes sideways, cool. But to sit up and say, you want me to respect you as a man, and you gonna look at me in my face and tell me, oh, I'm gonna put all my stuff in my mama name.
Yeah, as long as the laws are what they are, which are unfair, I'm going to be smart and put it in my mama name. And if you want to partake in the spending of the money, then you stay married to me. But this is why Lady Q said the prenup. No, you get nothing. And you know that from the door. So you better make the right decision when you marry somebody. And when you say till death do us part, you better mean it. Both parties better mean it, because you should not profit off a divorce at all. That's the problem. That's why 51% of these marriages end in divorce, because people look at it as a business. And even with the prenup, they'll be like, I marry him because he said if we get divorced, I get $5 million. I know he's worth $80 million. I still get $5 million. What was Lady Q's comment before that? You got to let me read them. If that man divorces me, he better give me half because he benefits from me on the daily. This is what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying, though.
And you benefit from him on the daily.
But you talking about at the end of the divorce, somebody is benefiting. But in a lot of situations, the man benefits in the marriage because the woman is being supportive. So
and you benefit from me.
To get to where you were, it was because this person was supportive. So if we decide to go our separate ways, then I think that's ridiculous to put your stuff in your mama's name and not be able to manage and say, okay, you know, if this goes sideways with the person that you're marrying, to say, okay, this is, if we get a divorce, this is what we put on paper right now, and this is what's gonna happen. Period. If on that paper is you get nothing, then that's what it is. But say that. Don't hide up under your mama's dress and put everything in her name.
It's called a tax shelter. It ain't. See, this is what you do. This is what you do. When somebody does something business savvy, you try and attack their manhood. We don't care that you're attacking my manhood. It's a business savvy proposition, and what I did was businessly smart because she's rich.
Well, then don't say that marriage is not a business if you're gonna start out handling the marriage like a business. Don't get mad when the woman want to treat it like a business. If you want to treat it like a relationship between two people, then that's how you have to go into it. Not with these secrets, and because when you marry somebody, you marry them. I think mama and daddy and sisters and brothers and aunties and uncles.
Well, this is why
these two. So handle it like a relationship. If you treat it like a business, then that's how. If you start out like a business, then that's what it's gonna be.
Well, what I'm saying is that's why my law will take the business out of it, because you don't need no lawyers. Nobody gets anything. Nobody gets it. The only thing that is split, they get nothing. I make plenty of money and my husband still pays all the bills. That is why this is what he feels his duty is. And Shawnee knows firsthand how we get down. And I respect that. I respect it.
Why y'all together? Why y'all together?
I respect that entire thing. Why y'all together? I don't understand how women want this both ways. This man should take care of everything, no matter what. But we equal. Well, obviously we not. In some form or fashion, we not.
On that same note, I saw this story too.
Comedian Country Wayne pays all the bills for his baby moms despite them dating other men. Well, God bless him. That's his option.
Is he paying her bills or the stuff that's going to benefit the kids?
All bills for all his baby moms despite them dating other men. That's all we can go by the headlines. All bills. God bless him.
Another man knocking down your BM and you paying for the condoms. You paying for the liquor, that you paying for their weed. You paying for all that.
But if he cool with it, why we mad?
You paying that
bills. Is he paying the rent, the mortgage, the lights, the water?
The Rick says he's a sucker.
No, those are things that benefit the kids.
Shiny please. Okay.
So the one thing is, all this drama would be eliminated if everybody knew from the door they said I do that when it's over, it's over.
It's over.
There's no money for either person. And I feel that a divorce should come with a penalty on both parties. Both parties in a divorce, unless there is domestic violence or some type of abuse, both parties should have to pay a $50,000 penalty to get a divorce. Forget the lawyers. You're paying a $50,000 and you got to make payment plans. And you know all this before you get married. And I bet you people's decisions would be made a lot slower and people would investigate a lot more and people would get to know that person, and you wouldn't have this shit of people just getting married. They saw each other and got married a week later and then they're divorced 2 weeks later.
Country Wayne child support ain't that much, Jeanette. No. But Stacy said, it's not fair, I guess, if you divorce and you've been living a certain lifestyle and now you ended up homeless.
This is what I'm talking about. If this law is in place, you know this from the door.
You know from the jump. You need to put plans in place.
But see,
but you shouldn't be putting plans in place because you think it's supposed to last forever.
But
you're not supposed to be thinking negative.
Exactly. But adults don't want to be responsible for their decisions. And I go to men, and I go to men. All you men out here complaining about the trifling baby mom. But you knew she had a fucked up attitude, but you wanted to hit.
She had a fatty, Mike.
You knew she was a foul person, but you wanted to marry her because you just wanted to lock her down. You have to be responsible for your decisions. So now nobody gets anything in the divorce, and you both get penalized $50,000 that you have to pay. Now, the answer to this is marry somebody and stay married and raise your family and raise your kids. Yes. Why do men think child support should be used like allowance for the kids? It's to keep the household going in order to provide for the kids. Yes, for the kids. So it's used for whatever, as long as those kids are taken care of. It's not used for whatever. See, this is a contradiction in your statement. The first 3 sentences, it's all about the kids. Keep the household going in order to provide for the kids. Then you say, so if it's used for whatever, oh, you keep it as long as those kids are taken. No. It's used for the kids, not as long as the kids are taken care of. You don't get to do all this and be like, yeah, but it's also the kids are being taken care of. No,
Yeah,
it's for the kids.
To take care of the kids. So whatever I got to do to take care, because you might be late on your child support and I had to use this money to do whatever. So when that come in, yeah, I'm going to use it for what I need to use it for.
No, you're going to use it for the kids.
Because no, I'm not. If I had to use extra funds for the kids and couldn't take care of the other stuff I needed to, I'm gonna manage it the way that I need to manage it.
And here's my other part. Here's the other part of the law. There is no, like I said, there is no child support. Whoever gets custody of the kids, that's on you. And you know this before you get married. This is what, and I love it because I presented this before in a group of people before, and they were mad. I said, "Why are you mad if I'm telling you before you do it? These are the consequences and what goes on. But you claim you love this person, so you don't want to take once again responsibility for the decision that you made. I'm telling you up front.
You don't know if the person is gonna flip. That sounds all good. I think that's ridiculous to say if somebody had kids with somebody that one person is just responsible for. That's ridiculous. Both parents should be responsible for the kids, and some parents don't know how to take care of what they're supposed to take care of, and that's why the courts have to get involved. That is ridiculous. If that is the case and women and men are supposed to be 50-50, then that has to change completely across the board. You can't expect me to be 50-50 and let you talk crazy to me and tell me what I can and can't do, and I got to be 50-50.
Then you should have figured that out before you got married.
That's ridiculous.
No, because you made a bad decision. You found out you made a bad decision.
You chose that.
No, it's not necessarily that you made a bad decision in the beginning if a person flips the script on you. And it happens all the time. It happens on both sides. You get married to the person, and then all of a sudden, this other person show up.
And I don't know what. All I'm telling you is that's how risky it is. That's how risky it is. And that should be, people should be scared before they jump into marriage. What if the courts favoring women in divorce is to keep the man working just a job, not progressing in life, so they keep them where they want them in society? Random Rip. Well, that could be true. I'm just, listen, man. Nobody wants all this willy-nilly marriage and all this other stuff. I'm just trying to help everybody to make a decision carefully before you jump into something. Because people are jumping into marriages every day for the wrong reasons. So now these are the rules. That's it. I'm just trying to do my part for the community. I'm just trying to lift the culture. That's all I'm trying to do. 858.
But I guess you got to do your money. If you're going to put it in your mama name, something like that, you should do it before marriage. Because I'm thinking about that. Because am I wrong for that? If I do it after we get married, I guess you got to do it before you get married, technically. So you got to do it prior to marriage.
You're really wrong if you do it after y'all get married, because that's some, again, you handling the relationship like a business and not a relationship. Because whoever you're with, you should be able to have a conversation with them, and you should be able to do stuff like. So I mean, that's messed up.
Okay, so Shawnee, to your point earlier, just a few seconds ago, you said, what if another person shows up and they flip? And then you realize the other person comes and you go like, now I'm putting my money all with my mom. Is it okay then?
Again, if the person flips, you're in a relationship. You in a relationship. So If you gonna handle it like a relationship, you got to handle it like a relationship. Is that gonna be a tough conversation to have with this person that has flipped and changed and started doing stuff that they said they would never do? Yes, but you have to have the conversation. And based on how that conversation goes, then you got to make a decision. But it shouldn't just be, I'm gonna go behind your back because we done fell out or something happened, and I just decide I'm gonna go behind your back and change all this stuff.
So
we in a relationship and we married.
If the person flips and during the conversation says, you can leave if you want, I'm taking all your shit. You okay? Then it's okay for you to put in your mom's name?
At that point, y'all are talking, so you can say, no, you're not, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, okay, but you can't tell her that you're gonna put in your mom's name because she might file for divorce before you get all the paperwork done. So you still got to go behind the person's back.
Yeah, I mean, you file too. What do you mean? It's it's gonna be whoever gets to the courthouse.
Exactly. So you can't tell the person. Because if you go to the courthouse before her and you rush it and your paperwork ain't right, the money's still in your name. So you got to go behind the back. This is why, if everybody knows from the beginning that nobody gets anything, this is not a problem. But what is your definition of an Lady Q said, I married an unemployed man. I think it's safe to say I didn't marry him for money. No, I agree. I agree with that. I'll give a round of applause to that.
And then she said, and then Tashandi said, well, I guess she said underemployed. I don't know, underemployed.
Well, you want to know what the definition of unemployed is. Is he making money? Underemployed.
No, she married me in between from losing a Hot 97 gig, making all that money, and to trying to own unemployment, trying to figure out life. But she knew I work. I had a hustler mentality. I'm not going to stay down. So Lady Q, it's females out there that know that somebody is not going to just be. Mike is not going to be down long. Like if Mike is working at UPS, trust it ain't gonna last long. So just certain people's work ethic, and that they're going to do something more in life. They're not just going to stay unemployed and have all y'all homeless.
Well, you think that, but then people change. That's my point. So it's like if it's a relationship, and I know that, like she took it. Lady Q took a chance on you because, I mean, that's who you were and what, but that could all change. You could have fell into some deep depression and never came out.
So you wouldn't have took a chance. So Shani, you wouldn't have took a chance with somebody like that?
That ain't what I said. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is she took a chance. So for you to be, and I'm not necessarily saying you, I'm using it in general.
In general. Mm-hmm.
When I say this. So for somebody to be like, oh, I'm gonna go put all my stuff in my mama name. Well, it started out with this person, whether it's the male or female, taking a chance on you. So why would you go do that behind their back and not treat it like a relationship?
Well,
why would you be that deceitful?
Now, this interesting dialogue between Jay Black and Shawnee would all be prevented. I'm right. I'm absolutely right. My idea works. It makes people research the person and learn the person at the highest level. It just does.
But you don't know. That's my point. Like, you don't know. You can do all the research you want on me.
And you're right.
That does not mean that in 6 months something ticks and I become a different person.
So then y'all should live together for 2 years.
After 2 years, they can have
okay.
People are forever evolving and changing.
Well,
what it is.
What do you normally say when you research everything to the fullest and then it doesn't turn out right? You say to yourself, I did everything I could.
I exhausted all options.
It's not on me, but I know what the rule is. I know, but I promise you people wouldn't get married as fast. You need to run for governor. Thank you. I think I need
people to just stay married though, Mike, and just be separated. Because they do that now without money. So
at least I need to be a governor. All right, y'all. This has been a great show. Shout out to David C. Williams. We got some other stuff we're gonna touch on. Tomorrow I put a star. You will never get what somebody said to me in an official capacity, and I'm gonna tell you the story tomorrow. You'll never guess what was said to me.
Thursday. I'll be here Thursday.
Oh, and Jay won't be here tomorrow. He'll be here
Gotta go
Thursday. I think Mo may have had a problem. I don't know with internet.
Mo always got a problem.
I don't know.
Oh, let me stop. Surviving J Black. Let me stop. I can't say stuff like that because then I'm the bad guy when I call things out. When she can't show up for work.
You want to say
on a very top 2 morning night show in Philly, running the freaking city, and my main piece of intern that I need with certain insight and doing gossip stories and just not showing up because traffic was crazy because our internet was down. What the internet got to do with your car, Mo? But anyway, I'm wrong. I'm the bad guy.
We have to put that in the notes. We also have to get a therapist because we have to have a breakthrough between Mo.
I forgot to email her. I'll email her today.
We got to get a breakthrough between Mo. And what we have to do is we're going to put a timer on Mo and J Black. So you're going to each get like 2 minutes to spit what you got to spit. And then the next person gets 2 minutes. And then the therapist chimes in.
I was a good mentor.
And then we
good motivator. I did. I inspired. I did all that good stuff, and she done ungrateful because I held her accountable. Who? What? But anyway,
this is what Mo's saying. All right, y'all. We're going to get out of here. Tomorrow we'll be rocking out. Thank you to everybody who joined in. Thank you for everybody who did their homework and all that other stuff. Also, if you ever have a comment, if you ever have an opinion on anything we said on the show, just call 972-833-1919. 972-833-1919. We will play your comments no matter if they're favorable or unfavorable. All right, y'all. Just play that. Don't forget, May 20th is the reprom. May 20th at the Warehouse in Fort Worth. If you want to get your tickets, if you had a whack prom, if you had a disastrous prom, it's going to be in Fort Worth, Texas. Michael Shawn and the Queen of Media Room 360, Shawnee Scott, will be hosting it. We getting down the Soulful Sounds, the legendary band Soulful Sounds is performing. DJ Go Bellotti is going to be spinning. He's on a set. I'm going to be, I got that mic, so you never know. It might be 20 minutes worth of comedy. You never know what might pop off. There's an open bar from 8 o'clock at night till 9 o'clock. 1 full hour of open bar. Get your tickets is it Event Create? Event Create.
Yeah.
It's at eventcreate.com/E/reprom23. Go to that website and get your tickets. I promise you, the open bar alone is worth the ticket prices. And the performances are going to be crazy. The band's going to be crazy. The DJ is going to have you turned up and you get to relive your prom. In closing, love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that and understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything, likes and views and parking spots. Fight for your happiness and never let anyone take it from you. Michael Shawn, J Black, Shawnee Scott, Sexy Mo. Don't forget, go to Media Room 360 TV on YouTube if you ever miss anything. Media Room 360 TV on YouTube is where you catch up on all the stuff that you missed. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends,
where the truth hurts,
but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.